We got to do it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't got to do it. Yeah, you got to do. You better get to it. That bird's got something going on. He's got stuff he's got to do, just like you and I. What kind of stuff you talking about, Joel? Talking about walking around the yard. Picking up this guy's you-know-what. Talking about going to the grocery store. I'm talking about getting gas. I'm talking about changing the tires. I'm talking about doing laundry. I'm talking about going here, going there. You know what you gotta do. You just gotta do it. All the stuff of life that just needs doing. You gotta do it? No, I don't want to. Can't somebody else gotta do it for me? No. Unless you're super rich and you have people who can handle your stuff, which I don't. You gotta do it. The day-to-day chores and obligations and sometimes not fun stuff. But it's got to be done. Do you do your best? Do you make it happen? Do you knock it all out real quick? Or do you kind of procrastinate? Say, well, this I'll put off for this day, and I'll put some of this off over here, and I'll do this over there, and I'll just never do that. Our lawn, forget it. Forget what the HOA says. We'll just let it grow and get bushy. It's all right. They'll send us a couple of letters, and then we'll cut it in 3 months. Wow, the birds, they got stuff to do. There they go. They got to do it too. It don't matter, I guess, if you can breathe. There's stuff you got to do. If you're an animal out in the wilderness, you got to go do it. You got to go find you something to eat. You do something. We all got to do it. We all got to do something all the time. And it's not always the most exciting or what we have planned for the day. We're going to go out. We're going to just tear it up. But that's the way God chose our lives to be. Give us responsibilities. Things that must be handled so that your children can grow, so you can eat, so we can have cleanliness in our bodies. You need to take a shower once in a while. You need to put on some deodorant when you got to. Sometimes we got to get our hair done and our fingernails done. And I don't have any hair, but you know what I mean. You got to get a haircut, a trim where you can, We got to do it. So how do you approach your gotta do it? Some days I just cry and whine. I don't want to. I don't want to go in the backyard and pick up Jackson's poop. Yeah, you. That guy. Look at him. He don't gotta do nothing. He just kind of sits around. Expects us to do everything. Sometimes kind of like kids, or people in your office, in your job or whatever, who don't really do a lot, who don't put the effort in. How do you tackle your got-to-dos? We cry some days. Some days we're just motivated. We just got to get it done. Because guess what? Ain't nobody else going to do it for us. And unless we want to live a life full of mess, we have to get these things done. So let's tackle our gotta do it's strong today. Let's get focused on what we gotta do in the next few days and try it perhaps in a different way. As if unto God. As if, and He is watching, but a lot of times we don't realize or think about the fact that God sees all things and He's always there watching us and seeing what we're doing, and us complaining and moaning and poor woe is me and over chores, over things that just better organize our lives. And I think sometimes God might see how we don't really pay attention or focus on the mundane, the easy, the stuff that we have to do. And why? When one of your employees is working, he's only doing the minimum. Do you promote? Do you give him compliments? Do you do this? No, sometimes you got to teach. Sometimes you got to train. Sometimes you got to discipline. So I think that perhaps if we tried a little harder in the mundane, in the stuff around us, and getting things in order as best we can on any given day, maybe we won't have such a struggle. Our relationship with God will be a little easier. Our mind could be a little freer. We can focus more on God and peace and joy than just getting stuff done because we pushed it all off. We got to do it. There's all sweet stuff that we have to do. So let's crush it today. Let's crush it tomorrow. Let's crush it this week. And maybe free up a little time to spend with God or your loved one or your family, or just spend it on you. We all got to do it, so why not do it well?